Hello, everybody. You should be able to hear us, Chris. Yeah, I know there's no sound off that because basically that's hot off the press. I've just took that off the straight off the memory card, off the drone. So there's no mic on the drone. I didn't put no music to it. So that was yeah, filmed today. Uh, it doesn't have audio, I don't think. Yeah, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yep, there we go. Sound. Yeah. Uh, cool. History on down under. You alright, mate? Nice to see you in. Good day. We got Mr. Volt. Hello, Mr. Volt. No sound, no sound.
No sound.
Yep, no.
Jesus Christ, that fucking audio cable, it gave me grief.
Gone, 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 gone. He's gone. Yeah. I
Gain.
hope.
Gone a fucking gain.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I,
You're
I,
there
I,
now.
yeah, I've spent so much time doing stuff today uh, that didn't involve mostly things to do with me, mostly to do with other people, that things like that don't get done. So, yeah.
And again, you touched it.
And a fucking gain, and a 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 gain. Now, it might stay on for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Jackie,
it's just going
if
low.
you check your WhatsApp, you should have the link there now. So yeah. Yeah. Cool to see you. You should run for Prime Minister. I put in the comments on your video.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Imagine you Prime Minister.
Can you imagine it? It'd be like first day being Prime Minister, it'd be like, right, we're turning the fucking migrant boats back. But we're not just turning them back to France. We're taking them out to the middle of the fucking Faroe Islands and we're dropping them in the Faroe Islands, and them with the fucking dolphin killers, they can have them all. Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go too deep into it. But yeah, you'd shake the country up, wouldn't you, basically?
Oh yeah, day one, mate. Day fucking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get rid of all the fucking middle management in the NHS. They'd all be sacked, all 19,000 of them. Yeah. Yeah. Straight day one, mate. Day fucking one. Then there wouldn't be there wouldn't be no prisoners being turned out on the streets. They'd be put back. So instead they'd be taken out of the hotels and put back into prison, and we'll be doubling their fucking sentence. So there we go. And it'd be like, you don't like it? Write to your MP, fuckers.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it went too happy. Was this time with people posing outside prisons and stuff? But saying that,
but then
he's the one who
arranged it.
Yeah, he's the one who opened the gates.
Yeah.
So what can you say? You can't just say anything really.
Well, if I was Prime Minister, first thing I'd do, day one, Starmer would be in jail, right? But he wouldn't just be in any normal type of jail, like that, right? He'd be in solitary fucking confinement, like that, right? And then after 1 year, we let him out of solitary confinement. He'd be in with one of the worst fucking criminals that we can find, and he would be there in the same fucking room, and we lock the fucking door and leave him in there with one of the worst fucking criminals we can find from the UK. Somebody who's murdered children, paedophile, fucking, yeah.
Yeah, what you saying on this, please?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just stands to reason. I mean, like, when you've got a criminal in charge, like Mr. Starmer is, and he is a criminal, yeah. He's an absolute fucking tax dodging criminal, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's a tax dodger. He's the most smarmiest, allegedly, yeah. All this is allegedly, by the way, yeah, right. He's one of the most smarmiest, money grabbing, right. And remember, he was going like, oh, the Conservatives are all taking backhanders. You want to see the backhanders he takes, yeah? Oh, we're talking in the hundreds of thousands, yeah. Oh yeah. And he don't pay no tax. He don't pay a penny in tax, but he expects you to pay tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louis feeling fine now.
Mm.
Last couple of weeks now haven't been great, but yeah, my mum's not doing great at the moment. She's gone through what Dan Dixon's gone through with his dental treatment, basically.
Yeah.
And I've been there a few times today looking after her. But yeah, she's doing okay. What do you think of my drone flying? Do you reckon it's improved?
Well, I mean, it's pretty bloody good, isn't it? But I mean, the footage of what you've got has just got you absolutely. Yeah, here we go. Wankers in the house. So you know what? Know what I'm now going to do? Ha 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 ha. They all go direct to answer phone. Bye. Bye.
Cheers,
bye.
mate.
Yeah. Spastics in the house. Spurgler burglars. Yeah. And they're fucking pedos too. Yeah, Spurger burglars are fucking pedo, aren't you? You fucking grooming pedo. Yeah.
Yeah, so what you think of the footage then? You reckon it's quite good what I've caught?
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Because you got to remember that's the first mini one in the lineup. Like it's the Gen 1.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, mate. Fucking really good. Really good.
There's a video out on the members only. I think I sent it to you before it went on members of a nighttime flight. That was quite what an experience, should say. It's concentrating like no heaven, because you're looking at the trees. At one point, I shine my big torch up at the trees, making sure I'm clear of them. When I'm clear of that, then I fly over, and then also I'm looking out for bats and birds and take it in case of coming out of the trees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when I do get down low, I'm looking out for the actual crane moving about and extending its arm and stuff like that. And also, I don't want to just stay in one spot. I've got to carry on moving in, so you're not just bored like a CCTV camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So it's quite intense sort of flying. Also, you have to keep it in sight because it's easier, if you know what I mean, while you're doing stuff like that. And obviously, it's the law as well. You got to keep a line of sight. But yeah, it's amazing how the workers knew us filming, seeing it obviously and stuff like that in the day, and they might have been a bit surprised at night, but it's amazing how the rail workers, should I say, were so polite and not coming up arguing, saying you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. We did have one saying, watch where you put the footage because you're not allowed drones near a certain amount of people or feet of people. But when they explained it's
you are
a mini, I'm a legend. I'm a legend. It's a 250-gram drone under, and the rules don't what you call it apply to me like that because it's a lightweight drone and the rules are different.
Yeah, you can get as close as you want to persons, buildings, animals. Of course, if you've got a bigger drone, you've got to be 150 feet away from buildings, people, or animals. And if you fly in a big aircraft, you've got to be 500 feet away from buildings, people, or animals. But is that 500 feet vertically? No, not necessarily. It can be 500 feet horizontally, and it can be 500 feet diagonally. So use your brain, and actually, I could be right down low, but just 150 feet that way from a person. Yeah. So you got to know the rules.
That's it. I explained him the rules. He mumbles something, and walked off basically.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nasty or anything. But they all acted very professional. The people who were working on the track, and obviously you've got to, because health and safety.
Yeah, and did you know, for example, I mean, this is not a lot of people know this, but they say that you're not allowed to fly the drone out of sight. It has to be in sight at all times. You've got to be able to see it with your eyes, unaided, as in no binoculars. Yeah, it has to be unaided. You have to be able to see the drone. So you can't fly it round a corner by some trees, or you can't fly it behind a building because you can't see it. But you can. You can. Do you know how you get around that? You have a spotter. You have a friend of yours, and they're standing round the corner or behind the building, and they're in radio contact with you or on the phone. And as long as they can see it, you can go beyond the visual line of sight. Yeah. And you can go around things.
Yeah.
So, and you can actually go beyond the 400 feet as well. You can go beyond the 400 feet is something really stupidly small. Yeah. It's ridiculously small. Yeah.
What, height wise?
No, distance wise. Yeah. You can go distance wise. Yeah. Because
I thought it's just line of sight, as long as you can keep an eye of it.
Yeah.
Well, saying that you need to know which direction it is as well.
Yeah. Is it 400 feet or 400 meters? I can't remember now, but you can go 400 meters, then another 400 meters, then another 400 meters, then another 400 meters, as long as you've got spotters. If you've got spotters, you can go that distance. Now, if you want to go really far, like the big drone pilots, like the military drone pilots, you can go extremely far as well. But you've got to go for a special test to be able to do it. Yeah, and there's special rules regarding it. But provided you've got the test under your belt, you can fly miles. Yeah, hundreds of miles, thousands of miles.
Frequencies in the house as well.
Yeah, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If they're allowed to fly thousands of miles in a drone, right? Well, why aren't we allowed to do it? Well, you can, but you've just got to fucking sit the tests, and you've got to be able to know what you're doing, and you've got to have some sort of like way of sensing where it is. Yeah. But if you've got a way of sensing where it is, which is not just the radio signal, yeah, you've got to have other ways, like maybe radar, yeah, or watch it from a satellite as well. Well, we might have access to radar, we might have access to satellite, and if we have, we can do exactly what they do. Yeah.
Can I introduce our next guest? It's Jackie Green, Cats and Things.
Oh, not that woman! Bloody hell!
I got you, bloody start you.
Jesus!
Come on, no domestics, please. No domestics.
Yeah. She's on you to let her hair down, look, yeah, and have some fun. Yeah.
Oh, bugger
that. Nice to see you, Jackie.
Yeah. Likewise, mate.
Cool.
It is.
Ooh.
What's that beeping?
Has to be turning the air conditioner on because it's got a bit warm.
Yeah, it's
got a bit warm in you. When I start like ranting, it gets warm.
Yeah. I wonder why. Your blood pressure probably goes up, and that's it. You're going red and glowing, and then that's it. You heat yourself up.
You're looking all right, Jackie.
I'm not taking the mickey.
Yeah. No, of course not. Well, we've just had repairs and shit done to our roof, and hopefully, if the weather's right, it's coming sorting our garden out, our back garden. We're getting all the wall done, so it's all getting pointed and bloody all redone. Then all the flags are all getting done in the back garden. So, like, yes, we can start getting shit done.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, definitely, because we want that, and we got from the same guy. We know how much we're going to be paying for the dormer, but it won't be till next year. We're getting all these other jobs done now, since the guy's done all that and everything today. So I'll be like, yes. Now it's just trying to convince Simon to get all the bloody stuff back up in the loft now, instead of it all being here and everywhere, because it's bloody it's winding me up now.
Yeah, repoint it and sorting out the holes and stuff in the attic and stuff like that will keep a lot of heating in the winter as well.
Oh, I know. Well, it's already had all the insulation done and everything. It had boarded done. We had it boarded a couple of years ago, but apparently for more, because where we are, we're higher up. So when it gets windy, we know about it. So, I mean, all that's all been done. But when we get the dormer done next year, apparently the roof that we're having put on is going to be like a rubber roof, and it'll be guaranteed for 25 years. So that'll be even better. Because, yeah.
Well, that'll be fine, isn't it? In 5 years, when it goes wrong, you'll go back to the company that gave you the 25-year guarantee, and they won't exist. So,
oh no, it's all right. We went through Checker Trade.
Yeah.
Because we went through them, because there's so many bloody morons that bloody take the jobs and do a shit job, which obviously costs more and more money. So yeah, getting that done. So we've got
Ma'am,
this house needs doing. It's unbelievable. Hi, Ma'am Nan again.
Ma'am Nan,
Yeah,
in
right.
the house.
Yeah. Hello to everyone in the chat who's not left a comment, but I hope I've got everyone who's left a comment up, and if I haven't, I'm sorry.
You're right, Adrian. Hello, mate. Hello, Craig. And somebody
we got Dave's Drone Adventures. Remember, he's now called Pac-Man Dave's Drones Gaming.
Yes, or
That's
David
it.
Clark, because he's changed the name a few times.
Yeah.
Who we get?
We've got Eleanor in as well. You're right. Nice to see you.
Eleanor. It's Eleanor, not Eleanor. Eleanor.
Eleanor, is it?
Eleanor,
That's me dyslexic.
I know. That's what I'm telling you.
So it's Eleanor.
Eleanor.
She's leaning against the wall. She's Lenore. She's leaning against it.
Oh, fudge. Please, no, not the dreadful jokes. Hi, Sharon.
Hello. Yeah, getting a few more people saying hello to you, and as well.
You're right, Dazzy. Hello, Pompey.
Don't want
Pompey as well. Bloody hell.
Hello, Jimbo. Or Callum.
Yeah.
Kalu.
I think we've got 316 before, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Mick Spanner.
Oh, he's jumped anyway.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, don't forget your tickets. The time's running out, and it's not long now.
Nope,
so,
not long at all.
Yep.
Hello, Sharon. Something called Sharon Message. Kerno, who's on the beer.
I am still going, but there's been a mishap, so I'm still going though. So
well, you've not paid your pants again, have you? Bloody hell, I keep warning you about that. Should have given that crap up.
No, not peeing my pants. No, not quite like that. Not this time. I've got me like adult nappies on. So
I was going to say I was going to donate you a tenner, but it wasn't going to be money. It was going to be a pair of rubber pants, mate.
No, I've already got some. Thanks.
Oh, fudge. Yeah. Give you a tenner towards your travel arrangements. Yeah. But it won't see you. It won't see you go. It won't go in your tank. Yeah. It'll go round your tank.
I don't know.
Watching on the TV. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Can I just say who has seen, talking about TV, right? Who's seen today all the pages that exploded on Hezbollah?
Sorry, I heard something.
I mentioned a naughty word now. Oh, this channel's gonna get trouble. Yeah.
I heard something about pages exploding.
Yeah.
I got rid of pages years ago.
Well, I've got a theory on this. IDF many years ago bought up tens of thousands of pages and fitted them with things that go bang.
Yeah,
like let's say just fireworks. Filled them up with fireworks and then sold them cheaply on marketplaces and eBay. Sold them cheaply, and guess who bought them? Guess who bought them all up? Hezbollah, and people in Iraq and people in Libya and people in Syria, and they bought them all up because guess what they used to encryptedly communicate with each other in places that don't have mobile phone signals. So they bought them all up, and the IDF just sat back and said, one day this is going to come in very handy. And guess what? It did, because they just said, right, all these all these tens of thousands of pages. Boom! And now all the terrorists have their arms and legs blown off and their stomachs blown out.
Yeah, well, they won't feel it. They always have.
They don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I've heard something, but I've not heard the full story. Like I say, I've seen a glimpse in the news or something. Yeah, it's mad.
No, it's not a battery thermal management hack. They've literally rigged those with explosives, mate.
Oh dear.
No, they've been rigged with explosives, and guess it was put in a way that they wouldn't detect it because
that's one theory anyway.
Your average terrorist is pretty fucking stupid. Yeah.
Yes.
That's one theory anyway, but there's many theories out there. Obviously, we don't know the facts at the moment, and yeah, that's about that. But yeah, it sounds crazy that though. I got some old pages in the bleeding drawer. I'll have to get rid of them. Maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
Same with mobile phones. What about the old mobile phones? Saying that, the batteries probably died in them as well. So,
well, the thing
if
with
the
the
battery's
mobile
dead, it's not too bad, is it?
The thing is, they're always happy for people to have mobile phones because it's very easy for them to track them by the GPS and triangulation. But you can't track a pager because a pager is one-way receives. But that makes the terrorists think, oh, that's a safe thing then, isn't it? Because they'll not know where we are. If we use these to communicate, they'll never know where we are. And it's like, we don't need to know where you are. We just need to go, bang.
But saying that, they're not just the T's that are using stuff like that. You're right, Jan.
Hello, Jan.
There's the criminals been using, what do you call it? EncroChat, a phone that's for gangs and stuff like that, organising
and those
criminal networks.
And some of the
basically
some of those phones were hacked, but some of those phones were invented.
Were
invented and sold. And guess who bought them? All the criminal gangs, and they were already rigged. They were already rigged. So, you know,
that's
happy days because you thought you were sending a message securely.
Same type of thing.
And they were watching everybody because they sent out messages saying we're selling these phones, and then all the criminal gangs go, oh yeah, we'll have those, and then they sent out messages saying, oh yeah, come here and we've got this for you, and all the criminal gangs went there to collect their prizes, and when they came there, they went, you're nicked, by the hundreds, if not thousands, and it's like, you're all going to jail because you're all using the phones.
Remember what they did on The Simpsons when they said there was a free speedboat and get rid of all the tickets, and they all turned up for the free speedboat, and obviously Homer Simpson was like, where's my speedboat? And instead they were getting them for all the fines.
Yeah, being good, Janice, so don't worry.
Yeah. They're not that clever. They're not that clever.
No.
They've all had their arse. Oh shit! They've all had their arses handed to them.
Oh well,
literally, like their arse is in their hand, and then they have to go into hospital, and before they bleed out, their arse has to be sewn back on. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Aye. So, reading the comments on your video as well, Matt. A lot of people saying it's happening all over the country. All the houses getting knocked down and stuff like that. But yeah, if you don't stand up, obviously they go to walk all over the places and stuff like that, aren't they? And do what they want.
Yeah, Gaza. That's the one. Yeah, and you just make the Semtex look like a capacitor. Who's going to suspect it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy what people do these days. I've seen a video that's going around as well where some people turn up at someone's house, start smashing the car windows, start smashing the house up, start smashing the door up with sledgehammer, and basically just destroys the front of the house and the car, then jumps in a Range Rover and reverses back straight into the house.
Right.
Yeah, well, basically, yeah, caused all the front to cave in. It's like sickening. That's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's just crazy what people do these days.
Well, it's like the people who turn up at cash points, you know, like outside a bank with cash point, and they take like what do you call them? The thing that lift up the pallets, you know, like take one of those.
Yeah.
And
Forklift
just
truck
forklift,
thing.
just like slam it in there and lift it up, and then fucking tie the bloody bank machine on and just pull it back, or just put explosives on the front of the cash machine and just blow it, and all the money just comes popping out into the street, and they just go clambering and
I believe it's gas they're pumping. I believe it's gas, some sort of gas they're putting.
Yeah.
That causes that. And yeah. But I was working at a place once, and a skip wagon came in, only a small one. A nice Uzi one. Oh, I've got Tracer there. There's Tracer.
Tracy.
Yeah. A little one, basically. And the hydraulics went, so we had to sort the electrics out on the hydraulics. So overnight it was parked in the car park, and it went walkabouts. And the next day we contacted the police and all this and that, and they actually told us what happened. They found it, and it's been used into a ram raid. Basically what they've done is lowered the arms down, lift the skip, and reversed the arms straight into the cash machine or shop it was. Put a big strap around, and when they say a big strap, it came with the strap. It was like real big strap, no for like cranes and stuff.
Yeah,
round it, and tried towing it out, but they weren't successful on that one.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's like the nick the bleeding being skip wagon to go and rob a cash machine.
Yeah. My Self-Explored says up to 500 Hezbollah security personnel lost one or both eyes. Well, that's just the eyes, yeah. Other parts of their bodies, yeah, right. This afternoon, which is sort of like, you know, it probably happened sometime this morning by our time, yeah, and like they were saying by about 1 o'clock this afternoon, there was at least reports of 1,500 people who were seriously injured. But they reckon that's just going to spiral up and up and up. And you're probably going to get, it's going to be 5,000, 10,000. It's just like, we just wiped you out and we didn't have to invade your country. Boosh.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Americans are scared of as well, with the DJI drones and stuff like that. And they think, because it's linked up to the internet and all, they can spy. And well, they might be able to, like you say. You know what I mean? Just a click of the button and they can see whatever people's uploaded and where. And if it's in a ideal location for them, they could just GPS it. No, what was it? GPS it.
Yes, yeah.
The area, and if anyone's flying the drone there, they can see. So that's probably why
they also
like
can. They can shut them down remotely, and they can take them down as well. So if they see them starting to go somewhere they shouldn't, it's just like out of the sky, bang, bang.
Well, they do that over there because there's certain no-fly zones, and it's near the city ground where I've done like a industrial video drone of gas towers coming down. Not done the video yet, and I set off in the car park where I normally set off, but a little bit further away from the line, the gas line or whatever. So I've done my video, tried to bring the drone back. It came like 6 foot towards me and then said, no, I'm not allowed to enter that space. I was like, scratching my head. I thought, that's got to be the city ground, putting like a geo line there, a geo fence up. So yeah, I was like glad the geo fence was in the car park and not over the gas line Else the drone would have been sat over in the gasworks, running out of battery.
Yeah.
But that's the first time it ever happened to me. It was like, try it again. Went backwards and forwards, and it went back again, and it wouldn't let us at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why some people hack their drones, because it's such a pain in the arse. You can actually ask for permission, but if DJI servers ain't very fast and ain't working, you can apply for the permission and it won't come through to your phone. And then because you can't get it through to your phone, the whole purpose of you driving all the way to this place only to be told no. So then you apply for permission and it goes, sorry, servers ain't working. Computer says no. So you've just wasted all your time and petrol to get to somewhere to be told no. Yeah. So that's why people hack their drones, because it's like, I don't like being told no. It's bullshit. But there's just been a recent thing I saw in the last couple of days, because I went to install the DJI software on my phone because I needed to transfer files from the drone to my phone. Right. And it went, no, that app isn't working. So I uninstalled it and I went, because they won't have it on the Play Store because Google are like, oh, not sure about this. So you have to go to DJI themselves and you have to download it. And then you have to say, I want to allow this program, even though it's not known to Google and not necessarily trusted. Yeah. So you say, I want to allow that. And it just went, there is a bug with this program and you're not having it. So Google were just saying no, even though you said, I want to say yes. It went, no, you're not having it. You're not having it. No, 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 no. So the only way you could get that to work would be to find an older version of the program, which isn't being looked at by Google, and you use older software and use a hacked version of the software, and you have a hacked drone, and you go, my drone, I bought it. I say what it does. You don't tell me what it does. If I buy a car, it belongs to me. If I want to drive it down the road, I will fucking drive it down the road. And you are not going, we're going to turn it off remotely. No. So that's why when you buy a new car these days, first thing you should do is get in there and cut the wires to the little secret mobile phone it has in there and go, fuck off my car. I bought it. You don't own it. I own it. Go away.
Yeah, I wonder what would happen. Like if you buy a BM, because obviously the BMs you got to pay for the heated seats now, even though you pay for it in the car, and they're already there.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you disconnect the aerials, like you say, to the system before the actual subscription runs out.
Oh, it'll still time out. What you really need to do is you just take the wires from the heated seats and you chop them.
Oh, you know,
and you run a wire to the 12 volt and you have a switch on your dashboard and it says, I have a heated seats and I didn't pay you for them and I can switch it off on a switch. And you don't even know they're there anymore because they're disconnected. So you can't even sense they're there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, just thinking that they can't turn them off if they've got no communication with them.
Well,
hi, Daniel. I coach you of critique.
Like you say, the computer will probably say no because it keeps talking to the BM, and when it network and when it stops, then it times itself out for some reason, probably for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Land Rover had a good one because Land Rover, again, they wanted to know where your Land Rover is and they want to know so they can speak to the brain and update the software without telling you and make changes, and things that were working, they can disable. So then you have to go to them and pay them more money to put back in what they disabled. Yeah. So basically in the boot of the car was a little system which was connected to the CAN bus. And it has a GPS and it has a little mobile phone thing in it, right? And if that gets disconnected off the system, all of your hi-fi system in the car won't work anymore. So now you can't have any music, yeah? And nobody at Land Rover would we don't know what this is. We've got no idea what this is. And it's like, because they know you've disabled it. So they go, well, we don't know what that is. We don't know what that is. So now, basically, your Land Rover is crippled. You can't have music. You can drive it, but you're not having any music as a penalty for disabling our mobile phone and our GPS tracker. So we can turn the Land Rover off whenever we want. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're penalized. penalised with Tesla as well. If you fuck around with a Tesla's software and operating system, they'll turn off supercharging. So it'll take you 20 hours to charge it instead of an hour.
Yeah, not just that though. There's other cars out there with an SOS button. Have you heard about them?
Yeah.
No. Time yeah.
No. Well, what I've heard about them is if you're in an accident or whatever, yeah, and you press that SOS, fair enough, the dealership will send out recovery and recover your car. But while you're pressing that, they activate a thing to your car, so you can't restart your car, basically.
Yeah. So now you're stuck.
Now you got to take it back to the main dealer, and they'll charge you a fortune to reset everything. And and people have said if you have a bump like that, yeah, it's great to use if you're like really in need of 999 or whatever. You can't get out of the car. But if it's in a little snide accident and it's not worth going through your insurance, don't bother pressing it.
Yeah,
because it can write your car off.
Yeah,
people don't know that, and it's a brand new car. It's like, yeah,
more screwing people over for more money.
Yeah, they say it's a disposable world, but now that they're saying we need to recycle a lot of more stuff, but the stuff that we build now is designed to last for about 6 months, and then you got to buy a new one like 30 grand each or whatever. If you look at that's the cheapest car or whatever. You know what I mean?
Bollocks.
Yeah. That's why a lot of electric cars, like Porsches, £120,000 Porsche electric vehicle, like that, you drive it off the forecourt, it's worth 40 grand straight away, 40 grand. And then you say, well, I'll trade it in. I'll trade it in for a petrol one because I won't have the problems then. So I'll trade it in for a petrol. And they go, no, we're not even going to buy it off you. But you say, well, 40 grand. Oh, 30 grand then, 30 grand. Nope. 20 grand? Nope. 10 grand? Nope. We don't want it. We don't want it. Go away. Bye. They're happy to sell it to you at 120 grand. But the moment you go, I want to part exchange it back in. Nah. Not even if you paid them money, they wouldn't take it back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to go and get another drink. Oh.
It's running on empty.
Yeah, I'll go and get a couple of cans. This way I wouldn't have to come back so soon.
No, until you're draining the lizard, then
yeah,
that's the disadvantage.
Yeah.
Just reading that there, Steve's comment. In his friend's Bentley, and he hit a speed bump a bit too hard, and the phone rang.
Said if it was okay. Yeah, it's all right. Everything was okay until you bloody rang up. Now piss off. Oh, run.
Yeah, everything was okay till he rang and distracted me, and now I've crashed into the lamppost.
Yeah. It's like, fucking stop disturbing me. I'm trying to drive here.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. On 4% stuff tonight. Carlink.
Yeah, the epoxy fuse is used on a lot of cars these days as well. Linked up to the airbag system and crash system and seatbelt system thing. Restraint system, and if that triggers, it triggers the Pido fuse. So it's not just BMs, but there's quite a few cars out there like that now.
Got in chat, got a GGI RC2 4. So as I'm interested. All right. Hello, Tommy boy.
What's that?
It's Pompeyes. He's asking if anybody's got a DJI RC2 for sale.
What is an RC2? Any idea? I ain't got a clue. And there's Tommy boy there. You alright, mate? Yeah, there's a thing as well. Someone put a comment in saying they've just bought a DJI Nano or something. Nano drone, I don't know, or Neo drone or something.
Ma'am, I don't know why they get angry when you mention the second jibby jab. Haven't a clue. I won't even go for my flu jabs now. Just completely, just don't want to know now. Look at that. Well,
Yeah.
they're not sticking anything. The only thing the thing they get close to is taking blood out of me. And that I'm not too pleased about. It's like, hang on a minute, I need that stuff.
Mark,
Get your own.
do you know what a DJI RC2 is?
Yes.
Remote with a
Who's asking? Pompey.
second edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a remote control or something for a drone?
Yeah, it's got a screen built into it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick's there saying.
Yeah.
And what's the DJI Nano or Neo or something? Someone's putting me up before. They had a new one, just bought a new one.
Trying to read it.
Is that a drone as well?
Yeah, yeah.
There it is, Mick.
Odin
Yeah.
DJI.
Neo.
Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that like a drone like ours, or is it a first-person drone? That
It's tiny, microscopic. It's really, really light. It's even lighter than the Mini. And basically, it's got prop guards built into it. I think you can take them off, but basically, they're built into it because you can send it up and it walks behind you when you're in a crowd of people. You know, and it just goes. It'll just follow you, and you can operate it via your phone. And you say, "Follow me, do this, do that, circle me, whatever." But you can use a remote control to control it. But what they're kind of recommending, which I think is shit, is using the little gyro controller, which is like a handheld thing, and it's like it can push it left and right and forward and backwards, and it's like
a little joystick.
To me a joystick, but it's like it's 70 odd quid, and a lot of people crashing their drones with them. Yeah.
Oh dear. Hi, Mike.
So not for me, thank you very much. I like to do cinematic stuff, and it's a little bit random the way that you control those. Yeah.
it depends on the weight of the drone, and if it's under 250-gram drone like mine is, you don't need a license. You just need an operator's ID, and that's on top of the drone. My drone's not here, I'll show it you.
Well, you're fired. You're talking about him, and you can't even produce the evidence.
It's charging, should I say? Yeah. Because it's had a busy day today. Well, not that busy, but a busy night last night, and it had another little fly today. What you might have seen at the beginning of the show.
Video. Yeah.
There's a very big misperception that a drone operator ID is a license. It's not a license, because you're not licensed to fly a drone like you are a car. You need a license for a car. Right, but what you have to do is you do a proficiency test on some of the bigger drones. You do a proficiency test, and do you have to do the proficiency test for the Mini? I'm not even sure you do.
You've got to do a little test, basically, like a thing on the computer, and that's about it.
But I mean, to be honest, it's such common sense. There's questions like, should I fly my drone into a granny's head? And you're like, no.
What?
Or, it's that stupid. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, should I fly the drone up into space? And it's like, no, because you're only allowed to fly it 400 feet up.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit more than 400 feet going up that way.
Yeah. I'll introduce our next guest. It's Mr. Lord. Hello, Mr. Lord.
Good evening to you all.
I'm telling you as well, by the way.
300 quid for a drone license.
No,
license. What was yours when you had to pay for it last time?
Right. Years ago, when the CAA first brought out rules about drones, right, they said in order to fly commercially, but not just if you're just flying it for fun, you didn't need to do this test. Yeah. But people were saying, well, it's a commercial license. They don't give licenses. You do a test to show you're proficient, and then you get a piece of paper saying he was proficient. And then that is what you take to your insurer, because if you're doing commercial work, you'd have to pay for the insurer. So to do the test to show you're proficient was about $1,000, and to get the insurance to be commercial was about $1,000. So that's £2,000. And then after you go and get that, they turn around and they go, we're not doing it by CAA rules anymore. We're going to incorporate European rules in now. And now you don't need the proficiency, and you don't need, well, you do need minimal insurance. Yeah. But basically I'd spent £2,000 and now I could have just got insured for 300 quid and didn't need the proficiency anymore. So they basically went, yeah, thanks everyone who did all that. You don't need it now. And they said in the past, you couldn't fly at night. You're not allowed. Just no, not at night. You can't fly at night. And then all of a sudden the European rules came in. They said, you can fly at night. And then the rules for the minis came in. They said, you can fly as close as you want to anyone. We don't care anymore. So basically all these draconian rules went whoosh out the window. And they went, you can do anything you want now.
Well, apart from no fly zones, which are red zones on the app, basically. And where I was flying recently, this above me, this train track, when it zoomed in on the map, it said hazarded area. So you click on the button and it says what the hazard is, and it came up with train track, which I knew was there because that's what I was filming.
Yeah. And those can change on a day-to-day basis. Now, not always does it show you on the drone aware and drone angel and all this sort of stuff. They try to keep you aware of what these things are, but you still have to check the NOTAMs, which is the actual legal thing that says you can fly here, don't fly here, or if you want to fly here, ring this number and ask for permission. So these danger areas, like military danger areas, you know, and things that are like absolutely no way. But if you read the NOTAMs, it'll go, oh, there's a telephone number, ring this, and you get permission. You ring them up and you go, look, I want to go in there at 11 o'clock. I'll be in there for 15 minutes. And they go, how high are you going to go? Well, no higher than 400 feet. They're like, well, okay, yeah, don't go too far in because this is where we're doing the thing. So just stay a little bit back, but you can go into the danger area, not a problem. And if it doesn't show up as a no-fly in the drone app, and your DJI isn't programmed to stay out of there, or if you've got a hacked drone, you can go in. But you just have to tell people what you're doing. I've flown over active airports where there's 737s coming in, yeah? And I just ring up the control tower, say, look, I need to fly, you know, just at the end of your airfield where literally I'll be hovering, where a 737 is just about to come in, bang, into my drone, yeah? And they go, well, look, 737s are coming in 20 minutes, and you reckon you're going to be 15. How soon is it going to take you to get up? And I go, well, about 20 minutes. They go, look, can you wait till it's landed? And then you've got another half an hour before the next one comes in. Okay, I said, well, all right, then I'll wait half an hour. All right, ring us when you're going up. I said, I'll do you one better. Got radio here. I said, I'll call you on the radio. And they're like, oh, brilliant. They said, you got your radio license? Yeah, I'm a pilot. Oh, even better. Wonderful. Yeah. And then you just go, okay, you get on the radio, you go, drone pilot. And they go, yeah, drone pilot. You say, right, half an hour is gone by. Are you clear? Yeah, we're clear. And there are some small aircraft coming around, but we'll just circle them for a minute. And you're going to be 15 minutes. So we'll just send them on a loop. We'll send them on a long loop around the airfield. And they'll put the aircraft out of the way. And they'll give me my 15 minutes to fly what I got to do. And then I go, I'm ready. I'm down. And they go, thank you. Everyone can come back in, and then aircraft go land, 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 land. And the reason they do that is because I have got as much right to be in the air as anybody else.
As long as you let them know, they're fine with it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
People have got a very big misperception about air traffic control. They think they're there to control you and stop you. Yeah. They're there to deconflict the airspace. That is their job. They're there to make sure you don't hit them and they don't hit you. That's all they're there for. They're not there to stop you. They're there to facilitate you by keeping everyone apart from each other so you don't hit each other. That's all they're there for.
Yeah, safety. I was speaking to someone and they were talking about drones, and they said that they seen a clip on the phone in not a Dubai, but a place like that. Which is very expensive, and they ordered themselves a drone, and the drone comes up, one-person drone, and they get in it, and it just flies them off.
Yeah,
I was like, didn't even know they existed.
Yeah, taxi drones.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed. I knew the reality was there. I know the single drones that people can get in, but I didn't know you can actually hire them now as a taxi. Didn't know that.
We don't allow it in the UK at the
No,
moment.
not in the UK. No,
but
but
some countries do. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a desert country. So if it does
Yeah.
come out of
Middle
the
East.
sky,
No.
digging in the soil, sand.
Yeah. Yeah, China is very much yes on this, but then China will do anything type of risky, and if it goes wrong, they just don't put it in the newspapers. They hide it, so it's like if you have an accident. Apparently, there's supposed to be a big jet airliner came down in China, loads of people killed. Nothing in the newspapers, nothing in the media.
Like them electric cars, they've got
Yeah.
stacked in the field. You know what I mean?
Oh.
They made thousands of them. They just parked them in a field.
Yeah, they're all exploding, aren't they? All the cheap BYDs and all that, the BYD cars, they're just all catching on fire in the street, and they're taking out all the cars around them, and they're setting buildings on fire. And yeah, there's loads of people with their mobile phones filming this and putting it out on the net. But then once China's news people, the censors get hold of it, they're taking that video down, taking that video down, taking that video down. And it gets got out by then, so it's got out to the rest of the world, so everyone's spreading it around. But inside China, it's like, nope. We're not talking about our fuck ups because China never makes mistakes because China's amazing.
There's all loads of different ones out there, Tommy. It's very hard to say which drone it was. But when I was filming the night one, the last night, yeah, a police helicopter went over, basically. And my drone was low enough, basically less than 50 feet in the air. You know what I mean? So the helicopter went that high. It came over, turned, because it obviously seen the lights on the track about what's going on. Flew over the track and flew off. And I turned my drone round and turned my camera up. You see the white dot going across the screen like that. So that's not a UFO, it's a police helicopter. But yeah, they do say if there's air traffic around like helicopters, be aware of it. And I was aware, and I knew it weren't as low as I was because the trees were higher than I was. So no chance of collision. So I just carried on filming basically what I was filming. But I've got more confidence in the drone now.
Dinkum. BYD Chinese cars stand for burn you dead.
Tommy wants to send you some link, Will. He's just asked further up. Says, can I send you a link about the video short? It's amazing.
I don't know whether it'll let it in the thing. How will you send it us? If you put in the chat, try putting it in the chat. It might not.
No, it won't, because if it's a link or anything like that, and if it's not a, what do you call them? Yeah. What the bloody hell you call them?
The only way to do it is...
Or you could send it either by email, or if he knows you...
Instagram. Instagram, maybe. What's my account? I'll find out now for you, sorry. I should know really myself, but...
Yeah, you should.
The urban.legend on Instagram.
That's if he uses Instagram. You don't do Instagram.
Yes, then there's a link on that. I'll have a look. Cheers.
Right, he doesn't do Instagram. So what do you do, Tommy boy?
Oh.
Unless you've got an email or something, Will.
There should be on the main page about me.
What about me?
Yeah.
Is it about me or in the description or?
No, it's about me, I believe. So if you go to my channel and go to about him and me, you should find it.
Yeah.
Little look myself. With these on.
Alright, I'll try type that in and see what happens.
Yeah, you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. More info. It's got your PayPal account and no, it doesn't. That's a bit bloody arsey. They change that bloody much shite on there. Have a look.
I was just up on the Salisbury Plain with the dog, taking her up there for a crap, and there were all these cars parked in the car park, and I thought that's weird. And they're all facing towards the Salisbury Plain. I thought that's weird. What are they looking for then? Are they doggers or something? And then I got out the car and walked the dog, and I could hear voices up on the plane, so really close, and I could hear stuff, and I was like, and they were going, oh yeah. Do this, do that. Yeah, get it. Whoa. And I was like, what? Hang on. So the flag was up, and I was like, oh, it must be the military then. So what's going on over there then? They're really close to the pedestrian road, you know, the byway. I thought, what the hell are they doing up there? So I walked up to the gate, which says don't go beyond the gate with the dog. And I had my torch on my head. All of a sudden, I could see these figures like fucking coming down the road, and they're like really quickly coming down the road, and it was 2 soldiers, and I went, all right, lads, and they went, yeah, and they said, I said, you got stuff going on up there? They went, yeah, and I said, oh, I'm not coming in, I'm just walking the dog. And I said, oh, that's fine. I said, are you having a good night tonight? And they went, yeah, it's pretty good. Full moon. It's like it's like daylight up there, like. And I said, look, moon's up. You got a good night for what you're doing. He went, yeah. And as he said that, boom, bomb went off right by where I am. Boom, like that. The dog fucking jumped like fuck, started running away, and I went, whoa, dog, treat, come back. And the dog was like, fuck you, treat, I'm out of here. And I'm like, come on, give me treat. And she's like, all right, then I'll come back for the treat. I said, fucking hell, that shit the dog up. And they went, yeah. And then a flare went up, and I went, oh yeah, schmoolies. And they went, yeah, 81s. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I said,
your email's not there.
You don't need a flare tonight with that moon out. And they said, probably not. And it's like, and they were standing there, another big boom, like another fucking bomb went off. So I don't know whether they were firing mortars or whether they had a tank, but they were firing something up there, and it was fucking loud. And I did film it. I got something on film, so I got the bang. And it's like fucking, I was like, probably it's fucking shook like that. It was like, what the fuck? And I got the flares going up, and you can hear the voices in the distance by the trees, but they're really close, and they were all shouting and ducking and diving and moving shit and then firing things. And yeah, it was like right by where I was. Normally, that's right on the back of the plane, but they were literally by the road.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I found that video.
Mike,
you're very quiet, Will. Microphone.
Yeah, I found that video what Tommy Boy was asking us for. It looks awesome. You ready? Yeah, it was on big screen.
Oh Christ, that's drones, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, now
That is awesome. That though.
Oh yeah.
How many hundreds of drones they got there? That's fucking hundreds.
Yeah.
Still good.
Have you seen that one?
That's awesome. That
is. Don't care. I'll read that later.
Oh, I can hear the bangs going up on the plane now. I can hear them out the window.
Oh, was that recently you heard all that, Matt?
Oh, just before I came on the show, like about 8:30.
Oh, was it today? Yeah.
Oh, dogs chipping me.
Have you seen those drones with when they do the what's it? The Star Wars, like the what's it called? The
Millennium Falcon.
No, they
you
do
mean
the Death Star.
Oh right, the Death Star.
Have you seen that? It's mental.
Over West Wales, over the danger area where they fire the missiles out into the sea, like that, right? They wanted to warn people about the dangers of using drones over that area because people don't realize that it's a danger area, you know, and you fly your drone out there. And what'll happen is you won't get hit by the drone, but when they detect the drone is out there, because they've got radar, when they detect the drones going out there, they have to stop all their stuff. So they've got to stop firing, stop missiles, everyone stop firing.
Endangering aircraft.
And it disrupts the military activity because you've been stupid enough to fly your drone out there. So they got drones at night. They got those mini drones like that, and they made all these shapes in the sky. Like they did a shape like a gun, then they did a drone, Then they did a no symbol, like a no entry, and they're like, you know, it was like basically warning. And then they filmed it all. So some locals were like looking up, going, "What the fuck is going on over there?" And then they filmed it all and put it on YouTube, and basically said, "Look, this is the West Wales training area. Drones, don't be silly. No. When the flags are flying, no." You know, and stuff like that. It's just quite interesting. But yeah, the military actually used a display like that to warn people.
Yeah. Aye.
It's on YouTube. Go and look it
Dubai,
up.
that was, yeah.
Dubai. Oh, nice. Yeah. But the thing is, right, here's something for you, right? China has got, it's either China or Japan has got a system where they fire microwaves into the sky. Like, all right, they fire microwaves, and then they phase the microwaves and they make them meet a point, and where they meet, they turn the air into plasma. So it goes bright. So you've got a light. It's just like that, and they can make it three-dimensional like that, but without even having drones, they can flick a switch and they can make a three-dimensional object appear in space. And
yeah.
They can animate that. They can animate it. But
Yeah,
there's no
clip out.
drones.
There's a clip out there on YouTube of China or somewhere like that with a city floating in the sky. And I think that's how they done that. But also, you got to know that Professor Holland,
Yeah.
he's done all that theory about the plasma and lasers causing pictures in the sky. And if you manipulate it like the military know how to, you can do, like you say, holograms. And maybe if you got one plane going across on there, the radar, people's other radar, or if there's another aircraft about, they might see 5 or 6 aircraft when there's only one.
Yeah.
So it's like a cloaking device as well.
I spoke to people in the Czech Republic who were ex-Russian, because they were like, when it was still part of the communist bloc, you know, they used to grab people and they say, right, you're becoming a pilot whether you like it or not. And then they got people who were divers, and they said, right, you are now going to be like an aircraft pilot, because you can handle the G-forces because you're used to pressures. Yeah. So you're going to become a pilot. And they would just grab these people and say, right, you're training as a pilot. And then they would send them on nuclear missions like that. Right. And then some of them told me they were flying in an aircraft like that, flying in an aircraft in formation. And they would look to the side, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 3 or 4 aircraft would appear.
Wow.
They were projecting holograms from one aircraft to make several aircraft. So it wasn't just a radar thing. They can actually do it visually. And they said they were looking over, and the pilot was just like a little round head. Yeah. And they were looking like that. And the pilot wasn't moving. Whereas normally you see the pilot would turn his head, you see his mask on his face.
Yeah.
And it was just like a little circle in the aircraft, and it wasn't moving. It was just like locked. Yeah.
Like a picture, basically.
Yeah. But 3-dimensional holograms projected from an aircraft to outside. Have a look up Project Bluebeam if you want to find out about.
Give it a couple more years, and bet you the pilot does look about as well. It's just a bit more technology than that is, basically, I'd say.
Dog's whining. Let me go and sort her out.
She probably wants a pee, or she wants a drink, or she just wants treats.
RAF use it. I think it's called Lloyd Wingman. Loyal. Yeah.
Lloyd.
Loyal.
No, loyal. Not loyal.
Loyal. Wingman.
Wingman.
Yeah. It's crazy what's out there, isn't it? The technology.
Yeah,
definitely.
And there'll be still stuff that we don't know about that they're using. Always is.
Oh yeah.
We're just lost to know.
That's it. There's technology out there now that being used on the public, well, the public knowing. And what I mean by that, it's not the government, it's like private security firms and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone knows about the cameras and CCTV.
Yeah.
But there's like sensors that monitor people going past and when they go past and stuff like this. You know what I mean? Then they get recorded and that data goes somewhere, doesn't it? and face recognition, and it all goes on the internet. And yeah, it's just mad what they can get up to with all the information out there. Know what I mean? It's crazy what they can do with it. But some of it's being used in good ways, like police are using it to solve murders and stuff like that, where they're tracing cars back where it's been, identify a certain car, and then check the ANPR cameras for the certain car going up and down the street. And when they see that, they know what the registration is and see it on other cameras. And if it's a dodgy reg, you still got the trackment of the car, movement of the car, where it's gone.
Oh, Mr. Bengal is called Mr. Bangle.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Bangle. You're a bangle.
Looks different.
Yeah, it's just the way he's got his hair. That's all. It's not as scruffy as usual.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It looks tight. It looks neat for a change.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
No, it's a compliment. It looks
really?
neat. Usually his hair's just everywhere because he's been in work all day. But today,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That side's insult when he's been in work all day, but looking good is a compliment.
Well, what's
so
the
which
point
one is it?
cleaned up if you're just going to go on camera, for a few minutes when you can go and have a shower and go to bed.
No, it's like looking on whether your glass is half empty or half full. You know what I mean?
Fucking bed, not
Yeah. But yeah, we understand what you mean, Jackie. Looking good.
Yeah. That's all right.
Looking like he could pull. Looking like he could pull.
Yeah. Anyway, Matthew Monaghan.
I'm having trouble with my bloody mouse. I'm having to use an external mouse.
Oh.
I'm not actually sure.
Oh shit! Very good.
Yeah, I dropped my mouse and it fell apart. So put all the bits together, and the screw hole was snapped. So just taped it up. Yeah, everything's working fine. My dog comes along and decides, no, not having that. He destroys it himself. Knocks it off the thing, and it stayed together. What you can pick it up and it's like a baby miracle. Know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Going into the bin now. No.
Oh my god.
I do a pod job where he does a proper job.
Yeah.
The built-in mouse decides not to work properly. It keeps clicking on everything when it shouldn't.
Oh right, yeah, they do go a bit squiff on laptops. That's why I used to have. I bought a wired one at one point, but I'm using it now on here on this computer. So
question for you there, Matt.
At the moment,
it might just be a pain in the arse. I might just delete it and reinstall it. It might just be that.
Yeah, it could be.
I'll have to look it up to familiarize myself with it. I probably have heard about it, but it's like there's so many things out there.
I think I've heard about it, if I remember right.
Yeah,
because I'm sure they touched on some of it as well because we're still going through the X-Files.
Yeah, I mean, there was some interesting stuff during the Iraq War. I was picking up on some news stories about and in Afghanistan as well. They were using laser
1 second,
weapons.
Matt. See you later, Pompeii. Before you go, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please, and cheers. That's a reminder to everyone as well. Hint, hint.
I've already done it.
Go on, Matt. Sorry about that.
They were firing laser weapons. That there were lots of reporters were embedded on roofs and things like that, and they were going, look at all the missiles, look at all the missiles. Well, there was lasers being seen as well, like that, lasers. So they were firing lasers out there. But the thing is, a lot of the laser weaponry they use now is not visible. So it was probably infrared lasers, but it's basically causing the air to go plasma as it's going through it because it's infrared. So it shouldn't be visible, but under certain conditions, it will actually light up the air, which, yeah. So that was being reported live on television. I saw a few times and they were saying, it looks like lasers. It looks like lasers. And then that news report was never rebroadcast and never made it into anything. It was like, nope, you can't talk about that. Nope, you can't talk about that.
All right.
And so I remember seeing it with my own eyes, and I was watching some of the Iraq war when it was going on, and I decided, you know what? There's so much bullshit and media control with the Iraq war. I turned off a television, and I never turned the television back on. And that was in 1990 odd, sort of time, 1990, some sort of time around then. And we're in 2024 now, and that is 30 odd years ago. And I have not had a TV since then. So,
are you sure it was lasers and not tracers?
Tracers. No, because tracers would be dot, then a gap, then a dot, then a gap. No, this.
Yeah, I know. You know the difference because you got the planes on your site. But maybe back in the day, the footage was grainy.
No, it was pretty good actually because broadcast cameras are pretty damn good. Yeah. I haven't wasted your stickers. They've been put in lots of interesting places, mate, as you've seen. I'm making you famous in all the areas that I know.
As long as it's not in the McDonald's toilet, stuff like that, you'll be fine.
They'll get taken out if you put them in a McDonald's toilet. They'll just get rid of them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Tornadoes have very powerful lasers for targeting. Can easily set stuff on fire. I've seen it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Because you get the ones that catch on fire, don't you? Certain tornadoes. Forgot the name of them, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, lasers, lower powered lasers, you often send intel troops and they go in behind, in front of the troops. They crawl in and they sneak in, or they parachute in and they get in behind enemy lines. And then they're on the radio listening. They don't transmit, obviously, because they don't want to give away their position. They're just listening. They say, right, we're going to come in and we're going to bomb this at X time. Here she is. Turn the laser on at exactly this time. So they got the timing and they go, right, turn the laser on. So they point it at the target and they turn it on. And within about 30 seconds, a missile, which is already flying, it's already there, it just goes, there's my target, bang. And then they turn off the laser, bang. So the laser's only on for 20 seconds.
Wow.
It's on, zoom, bang, off.
Yeah. It's like when you play COD and you call finger striking an airstrike. You've got to shine the laser on for a couple of seconds. Next thing, it all comes off and kicks off. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, puppy. I tell you what was making her whine downstairs. She could hear the noise up on the plane. She could hear bang, 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 and she was whining. So what I did is I put the tumble dryer on to mask the noise, and now she's come up now to see if I got any treats.
Oh,
so she's feeling better. That's good.
Yeah. She's like, right, I'm happy now. Where's the treats? Where's the treat? She said, where is it? Let's see if we can get you something. I might have something in my pocket. Oh, what? Ooh, what have I got? Tilt the head. Now, the thing is, she's been snapping, right? So, gentle. Oh! Off. Drop it on the floor, you fucker. Oh, get out of it. No, you don't have my fingers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you need them.
Yeah. She's been snapping all day, and I've been going, nope. Holding her mouth closed and just going, nope, there we are. Open the mouth just a little bit. There. Fucking, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Yeah, my dog, like you say,
Oof.
he's all right if he knows you, but my neighbour's giving him treats by hand.
Wait, look at
Yeah, you said what he did, so.
Going in my
Yeah,
pocket.
and yeah,
Going in my pocket.
my dog at her hand, basically. But lucky enough,
Wait,
she's
get out
okay.
there.
Yeah.
But I've got some treats there. I go, tweeter, no, tell him it's a treater sort of thing. Nicely, and just give him one.
Yeah.
And once he gets one, that's it. I keep my hands away from him then, in case he thinks, there's more.
Funny, but your neighbours should actually ask your permission if they can give him treats. Because what if he's allergic or something? You've been the vet. You're not going to inform your neighbours all the time, but they shouldn't. I wouldn't do it for neighbours. If neighbour's dog, if her dog came out, I wouldn't automatically, if I had treats on me, I'd be giving them to him, because you just don't know. Oh, he got have treats at the moment. He's having an operation in the morning. You just don't know. You should always ask and say, "Is it all right if I give him this?" Rather than just going ahead and doing it. Just
Yeah,
because
don't
they
get me wrong, Jackie. They already know because I told them not to feed it in the first place.
Oh, there you go then.
And when I said, "What happened?" she said, "Oh, I fed it." And I said, "Oh, you shouldn't have told you not to." She went, "I know it's my own fault."
Yes.
So
exactly.
she took the responsibility like a good neighbour would, like she should have.
Yeah, exactly. I've always seen that. Well, like when you see dogs in the street, you see everybody goes and strokes them, and I'm like, but what if that dog turns around and snaps you? Should always ask the owner, is it okay to touch the dog? You know, but a lot of people haven't got the common sense to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, but even sometimes they threw like bones over, and when they've seen them, I've gone out before my dog and picked something for him in the bin.
I'm
Because
sorry,
if I
I would fucking bollock them big style. They don't do that, especially if it's smaller bones and you get stuck in the fucking throat or something like that, and it's splintered. No, I would fucking kick off because then they'd be paying for the fucking operation if he has to have it removed.
Not just that, because if I don't see it and he's out there and they walk towards it, he's having me.
Yeah.
That's what type of dog he is. If I walk near his food and he thinks I'm having it, yeah, I'm getting my ankles chewed or my leg chewed off.
I would.
He's a bit bigger than an ankle bite, isn't it? It's more like, yeah, a leg limb ripped off.
No, he could actually get your whole head in his mouth and go crunch. Yeah.
Yeah. That's if no one's ever seen the size of it.
I'm sorry, but I'm friends with my neighbours and, you know, mind if fair enough, they're all right round here. But if it was, I don't know whether you live in a type of council or what the hell would you call them? What's the other bloody things that they call them? The other type of housing association or something like that. It's usually you have a bit more respect. Well, you should have respect, but I've been some bloody nasty places.
Yeah.
It's nearly all gone now. You've had everything. The last bit now. Now be nice.
Food aggression.
Food aggression, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Now it's all gone now.
He's a rescue dog mine, and when I first,
do you think you're going? You're not going in there. Get out.
he's rescue dog mine sort of thing. The owner has to get rid of it, else it's either him or the dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I took it on, and yeah, I noticed he was a bit aggressive around food, and I thought I'll teach him how to do this. I'll just teach him nicely and pick food out of his bowl. Stupid with me, giving it him, you're like spitting it back out, and then picking another one up, sticking it in his mouth. He's spitting it out. He's like, I could see his body action tensing up. I thought,
whoops.
Yeah, I don't think this is the best idea. And yeah, since I read that body language, just know what he's like.
Yeah.
Oof. Fly.
And if I feed him and he's got food in his bowl and leaves it, I walk into the kitchen in reason. He runs in, stands over it.
Yeah, guarding it. So it's definitely food aggression. So maybe somebody kept restricting him from food. It sounds like it, because not many dogs get that bad. I mean, yeah, they can get food aggressive, but there's a reason why he's guarding that food.
Yeah, right, mate.
Hi, Dixie.
Well, often if you get a load of pups who have grown up together, they'll reach a certain point of maturity, like, you know, puberty or whatever, and then they'll start trying to do pack hierarchy. So they'll start fighting each other to see which one is the top dog, and the top dog wants to get fed first. And if any of those other dogs get fed first, there'll be a massive fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why my daughter, with her two dogs, they have to be fed at the same time. So she'll do both bowls of food, and they have to go down exactly and touch the floor at the same time. Otherwise, the two girls will fucking kick off with each other. So that's how they do it. That's how they get fed, both at the same time together, and the bowls both go on the floor. I just put them in their slow feeders, so obviously they don't bloody choke it down.
The problem with me, I feed my dog about 6 o'clock, where I don't eat till later on me. So it's like he's the pack leader because he's getting fed first. But yeah, he knows he's not the pack leader, because I can go in the kitchen and tell him to move away from his food, and I will do. But that just gives him the wrong idea, me getting him food first. But it's just
I always
my habit. Just
when
my
I
habit.
give my dog
eating
food,
late.
they tell you that if you read the books about Malamutes, they say, you know, you've got to be the pack leader. Do not feed them first. So what I do is I do feed her first because I am not eating at the same time. But what I do is I make her food, put it in a bowl, then I go nom 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 nom. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, do you want some? No. Nom 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 nom. Make her jealous because she can see I'm getting the food first.
Oh,
I
I can't do that with mine.
Oh, and then I go, I don't want this anymore. Here's your scraps. And then you put it down, and then they go, oh, I'm so glad because I'm just getting the scraps. But the thing is, that way now she realizes I eat first, I'm the boss, and I can go down and pick a bowl up and I can take it away from her. She knows, don't fuck about. Do not fuck about.
I'll stop giving my human food now as well. You know what I mean?
Putting the plate down after you finished.
Yeah, scraps. Because each time I'm standing up, he's there jumping up thinking food. I'm like, no. So I'll put an end to that now.
Yeah, I've got that with Lenny. I have to keep picking him up and put him in the kitchen and say, you're not having it.
They learn a habit, don't they?
Yeah, we feed him after we've eaten or at the same time, so he's not bothered about us eating. But he likes to come in and go, oh, what you got? And he'll because he's a small dog, he'll jump up on the set, he'll start to walk over to you, so you have to push him off or take him out of the situation, otherwise he just gets a bit naughty.
Yeah, I had some food on the side earlier on, and then I saw her like turning her head, and then she was like, and then she was put her head into it, and I went, excuse me, and she was like, what? I won't do nothing. I won't do nothing. It was like, yes, you were. You were sticking your head in. That's not the floor. Anything that's up here is not yours. If it's on the floor, it's yours. If it's up there, it's mine. Naughty.
My dog's good at that. No, I mean, if it's on the floor, yeah, he'll eat it. But if it's on the side, he won't touch it. I can go leave my plate on the table, which is above. Well, he's above the table because it's like a coffee table.
On the side, he can reach it. In other words, but he doesn't.
Well, it's like a coffee table. I've got nowhere to eat my tea off.
Oh, right, yeah.
Put my tea there and go in and sometimes get a drink and come back out, and he's not moved.
That's good.
No, I mean, some dogs, if you do that, you'd have no dinner left.
Yeah.
So he is food possessive, but he's not a thief. Food thief.
Right.
Not a food thief. If you know what I mean. He knows that I'm a leader of the pack in a way. That's my food, and not to touch it. But yeah, it's just the way we learn to live with each other in a way. You know what I mean? That's what you do, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, Stephen. Cats, dogs have got several times, better sense of smell than us. They even know. Even if you're walking down the street, I'll be sat with the cats, and Simon's down the street, and I'll watch them, and all their ears will prick up and everything. And if it's not just the sense of smell, but the hearing as well, they're just so in tune.
Yeah.
And that's even before come near the house.
Is it something like 5,000 or 10,000 times more smell receptors they've got? So it's 10,000 more times sensitive to smell. But pigs is something like 20, 30,000 times stronger. Pigs are brilliant hunters. If you train a pig to go and find food, like they go and find truffles, Yeah. If you train them, they can find anything a mile away, 2 miles away. They just like zoom straight to it like a bloody.
Yeah, they're very intelligent pigs.
What's that you're talking about? Oh, pigs.
Pigs, yeah, pigs.
Sorry, that comment down here made me laugh. I was reading that.
I want the Whiskers Chicken Supreme as it was very late. And all the takeouts were closed. Ew! Ew!
Rather you than me.
I would have
That's what caught my attention. Yeah. And pigs.
Look at that.
Now pigs just like donuts, man. You feed them donuts, and they'd be like, yes sir, no sir. Which is why when I was recently, I went to have an interview, a voluntary interview at the police station for some fucking bullshit, right? And I filmed it. I filmed the police officer, and she was like, you're filming me. And then, so I said, no, it's all right. I'll put it away. So I put it away, but I had a tape recorder in the pocket, didn't I? So I was recording everything. So she thought, oh, I can get away with some shit now. And I said, oh, look. And I pulled out the pocket. I said, I got some donuts here. Do you want some? And she was like, ooh, no, you're all right. And she nearly accepted it. And if she had, she'd have got the sack for that because she's not allowed to accept a bribe. Yeah. So she nearly did it.
Well, it might not have been a bribe, but it could have been interpreted as a bribe to anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So she nearly dropped a bollock there. Right. But then she dropped a bollock later on because she started giving me a load of bollocks. Right. And then she said, oh, by the way, I got a message for you from somebody. Tasmin. Tasmin sent a message through you. How's that then? That means you're talking to each other. Why would you be talking to Tasmin?
Sussed.
Bit sus, isn't it? Yeah. So anyway, I recorded all this and I come out and I just went, well, that's pretty fucked. And I made a video and it's on YouTube. And guess what? After we finish here, it's going fucking live because South Wales police have just given me the fucking finger, right? Yeah, in a complaint I put in. And they went, nah, we're not doing that. We don't give a fuck. We will look into it, but we'll look into it in a few months' time. Yeah, and you know what they're going to say at the end of that? Nah, fuck off. So do you know what? I'm not waiting now. I'm not waiting. That video's going out, and guess what's happening next? I'm not waiting for them to fucking say yes or no. I'm going to them, and I'm bringing my fucking shit to their door. And I'm going to see whether we want to get a few protesters down there because we're going to go down there and we're going to create holy fucking hell. And we're going to get the press involved, right? And we're going to get the press and we're going to live stream it. And we're going to go, what you going to do about this? Because protest is legal and you can't do fuck all about it. And we're going to keep on publicizing it and keep on publicizing it and keep on publicizing it and shaming and naming and shaming all of the officers involved. And you reckon you're not going to do anything with my complaint? You won't have any fucking choice because I'm going to get my MP involved. I'm going to get the Home Office involved and I'm going to sue your fucking asses off you. And it's not going to be for fucking 10 pence or 10 quid or 100 quid. It's going to be hundreds of fucking thousands of pounds. Yeah. You're going to make me rich, South Wales Police. Right. And do you know what I'm going to do then? I'm going to use that fucking money against you. So the money I get from you, I'm going to use against you to get more people sacked. I want the chief constable sacked. I want the fucking head of the complaint sacked. I want fucking Tasmin sacked. And I'm not going to fucking stop until you're all sacked and you don't have your fucking pensions because I want your fucking pensions off you as well. So let's fucking see where this goes, motherfuckers, because you are like fucking every other police force out there. You never go after yourself. You're never fucking wrong. And you never, ever pull one of your fucking officers in. You pay lip service, yeah? And that's all you do is go, yeah, fuck off. Yeah, fuck off. But no, I won't fuck off. I'm going to take it to your fucking doors. Yeah.
Yeah, someone said there, I thought it allowed anything under a fiver, the police. That's what I heard as well.
No, because I saw a police officer tonight on Talk Radio, like that, the video, and he said, I was in the police, and if I accepted even a kebab, job gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
No, you're not allowed to do it because it's showing favor, and then you could be like, well, what's the next president going to be, and the next president, and the next president, and the next president, and then of course people are going to say, well, obviously they're showing favor to that person. They're not going to prosecute them because they're giving them presents. Yeah, so you can't do it.
Right, innit?
Yeah. Well, it might not be private.
I know, but it's going to be.
It's conditional mindset. It's conditioning people's minds in thinking this guy's good. Look what he's gave us. Oh, he's not that bad or whatever. Yeah, it's mind games in a way.
Oh, and by the way, everybody has my permission to download this video I'm going to put up later on, right? You have my permission to download it. And if it disappears off my channel, post it and post it and post it. Yeah? Post it to fucking buggery.
I think I've already got it.
I think I sent it to you privately, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about lasers. Your laser mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a small one. That is. You want to see my fucking big boy? It's a
Is that a
lightsaber.
handheld laser? Oh,
Yeah, it's a handheld laser, and you've got to have a license to fucking have it because it's so dangerous. It'll literally cut you.
Oh, that's
wow.
It'll take, as I said to Jackie before, it'll take her tattoos off her arm. It's like,
fuck off.
My
I'm
bad.
paying loads for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that taser head you showing us that video, that's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. That, by the way, that was nothing to do with me. That was
No.
at a party. Somebody had a taser, and it was on on Myra Hindley. It was on her face. Yeah. So Myra Hindley was in a toilet, and basically the fucking caravan was rocking, and the door keeps opening, and you keep on seeing Myra, and we all go, fuck off, get her back in there, and kick the door closed, and then we all like holding it closed, and then fucking dancing, and then the door flies open again. It's like, fuck her. Like, all right. And then somebody presses a button, and she goes, it's like, get her back in there. Fuck off. Get back in there, Myra Hindley, you cunt.
Yeah. What's funny that though? Some
Yeah.
of the stuff they had there though, it's crazy. What there must have been, I don't know, on a mad one thinking of what can we do in there and how can we decorate it and put
They had
stuff in, yeah.
They had people playing with flamethrowers there and all fucking sorts of stuff, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty mad.
It was what I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't film the flamethrower guy because I just thought, nah, he doesn't need his face being on YouTube.
What are you doing?
I am going to put that video up of a few things, but I might have to blur a few people's faces out because,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Hello, Papa. What do you want? I got nothing. Nothing. I keep telling you, you've had everything. You've smelt my pocket, and you can't smell anything in there. No, sorry, it's not happening.
There'll be residue, bits of crumbs. That's what it would be, crumbs.
No, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Powder.
There's this. Look, there's a piece of tissue paper in there. No. No.
No, she's a tissue paper at it.
It's gone.
She's had a bit of it. It's got snot on it.
Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
evil man shining lasers through people's windows.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
How far do they shine? Well, it depends how focused the beam is, because the beam will start off very small, but through the air it will diverge. So the big secret with lasers is how to make them go out and come back, which is a very hard trick to achieve. But the military have sussed that one. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she having all the steroids out of his snot. That's what it is.
No, there's nothing that I know is safe because there's nothing on that. I haven't done any steroids this evening, but should do really because my fucking nose has been playing havoc.
So yeah, well, the weather's been weird. It was dead warm again today.
Yeah, yesterday was awful, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know I woke up in the early hours and I'm thinking, shit, my windows are looking a bit of condensation. Then I looked again and I'm like, that's not condensation, it's fog. It was about like 5 or 6 in the morning. I'm like, hang on. And then the day after, nice and warm.
Yeah. I went to that place where I was doing it, where you done a live stream. I was doing, filming that place, this train track thing, yesterday. I got there and it was foggy and wet and miserable and stuff like that. So I got talking to him and he went, "Oh, you take your drone up." I said, "Not in this weather, no." But you won't see anything anyway. There's nothing happening till Monday or whatever, or Tuesday, Wednesday. Be a few days yet.
Yeah.
So I went, "All right, yeah, nice one for that." And the same guy who told me that, I heard him go down to 2 workers and say, "Yeah, once the hopper's full, we'll empty the hopper onto the floor next to the hopper and get the wagons in tomorrow. So I was like, so if they're not going to use the vacuum cleaner, till Wednesday, why will the hopper get full? And why will they need the wagons coming in tomorrow to take the stone away? So I went back in the evening, seeing them at about 9 o'clock. I thought, they're not ready yet. Went back an hour later, they're just setting up ready. And they're like, yeah, caught it all on camera. But yeah, they try and put you off. They say, oh, yeah, we'll let you know this and let you know that. But they
Talking
like
politics.
to try and keep you like a mushroom. Yeah, keep you in the dark and feed on a load of bull.
When they demolished what they was known as Smoky Joe next to Westbury White Horse, you know, that really impressive big white horse on the side of the hill. Yeah, well, beneath that there was a cement plant, and it had this huge chimney. And when we were flying, wherever you were, like you could be like near Oxford, you know, you could be like right like low miles away, and you just scan the horizon and you just see this little thing poking up, and you go, right. So you don't have to use your map, you don't have to use your GPS, you just go
to
that's home. That's home. You just fly towards that, Smoky Joe. Anyway, they went to blow that up. So the company that was doing the demolition played a bit of a trick, because they were telling everybody they was going to be demolished on a date which was ahead of when they actually demolished it. And then the locals had to be informed of when it was. But the locals didn't manage to get that through to the newspapers. So the newspaper hadn't reported it. So the newspaper reported it's going to be done like 2 weeks ahead. Yeah. And then in the morning, all the locals went up on the hill on the Westbury White Horse to look at it and film it. Yeah. And only a few people found out it was going on, and they just went really quickly, bang, 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 done. And it was like, and then everybody sent their clips to the newspaper. The newspaper went, what the fuck? It's not meant to be, yeah? Because they didn't want people traveling across the country to go up on the hill. It just didn't want people. So sly.
Very sly.
Well, are they doing that because they don't want people to travel up on the hill, or are they doing that because there might be explosive in that area and you're telling people if you're naughty enough you can nick it?
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
reasons.
I just think they thought it would jam the roads up, you know, all these people coming. Yeah.
Because people want to sit there and watch everything go kaboom and just completely,
Yeah, because I've seen like documentaries where they use dynamite and explosives to knock down buildings and stuff, and they drill loads of holes in it first, pack the holes up with this stuff, and then put the fuses in, and then leave it. Well, they wrap it around with like some sort of blast-proof material, which flies off anyway, but to keep the concrete or whatever in a bit more, debris in. But yeah, they leave them overnight. But they had security on the place watching it on the TV program. I don't know whether that was just for TV or not. But
no, they'd have to be safety, because obviously there's going to be a death, isn't there? So you're going to have to keep an eye on it. You're going to have it all clear.
The other thing is as well, when they demolish something, obviously you get a hell of a lot of dust. And depending on which way the wind is blowing, it could blow away from civilization, or if the wind changes, it could blow over civilization. You get all this dust dumped on people's houses. So, you know, they'll be in the morning of the demolition, they'll be checking the weather forecast, and they'll go, right, the wind is okay now, we could do it now. But if we wait an hour, the wind's going to turn to the right, it's going to be over the houses. So we do it now. So the timing of when they do it on the day is very much dependent. And if the wind is going in the wrong direction, it might say, we can't do it today. It's going to have to be tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
But in the States, in like Las Vegas and places, and even in like New York, you know, they take down buildings and they take them down. And if the building comes down straight, they're okay. But if the building comes down and goes sideways, it'll hit another building. You know, so it's really everyone's shitting themselves, like, do just hoping and praying. Just come down straight, or come down that way, but don't come down this way. Otherwise, we're all fucked. So they incorporate a little bit of extra explosives on one side, and they detonate that first on the side they want it to come down. So they trigger that like 1 second before they trigger the rest, and that way that bit's now, and it has to lean that way, you know.
Well, it might not even be a second; might be like couple of milliseconds, depending how long they want it. Like you say, tilting over or straight, or they'd rather have it tilting one side a little bit more than the other. But try and get it down straight.
Yeah.
But that millisecond or 2 milliseconds or whatever delay will just cause that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
in the UK, they're very funny about not really wanting people to look at. But in the US, in Las Vegas, they widely advertise it. Like, so they say, no, stay this far away, but we don't care. And everyone turns up, and there's loads of people, and you know. They even allow drones to a certain degree, you know, with people, some people have got to get permission, but they'll allow drones to go, you know, up, and then they'll have helicopters, like helicopters will be flying, you know, like filming from helicopters and all sorts. But they don't like that in the UK. They're very funny about it, you know.
It's what bastards they are, then. I'd like to watch it.
Yeah, I think we would have done that as a kids if we had access.
Kids. Adults do it too.
Well, people know where the railways store their thermite, and they've also got these little explosive charges, and they put them on the rails, and they literally blow
Fox signals. Yeah.
And
we had a craze of them back in the 90s in school, where people were going on the trains and nicking them and selling them in school, and throwing bricks on them, and then bits of metal flying off and cutting people's heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun, but yeah, they weren't too happy about the school, and they were like having assemblies about it. They even done that TV program called The Bill?
Yeah.
They done a series on that, just about that item, because it was so dangerous back in the day, in the 90s.
Clawing me.
Yeah. It was like a one-off like safety one. It's like, wow, I've never seen that. I've never seen it since. I'd like to watch it again though.
I got nothing.
Like
she just clawed me. She just went down my arm.
Like feed.
Yeah. Basically like tins of metal like this with 2 lead straps on, and you've put them on top of the track and then put the straps down around the track. So when the train comes towards you and it's foggy, the workers can hear the bang, 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 knowing there's a train coming. If it's foggy and they're working on the track, they know they've got time to get off. That's what they were there for, really.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff is hidden. I won't say where, because obviously don't want to give people ideas, but you know, there's well-acknowledged places that sort of stuff is hidden, and it's bad news, really. You know, kids and even adults getting hold of that sort of stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to say where, but you know, and people don't realize as well on aircraft, like you know, 747s, you know, Airbuses and things like that. Especially if they're run out of the States, you know, the pilot. This is in a lot of aircraft. The pilot has a gun, and also on a lot of flights there will be 1 passenger, usually maybe 2, depending on the risk factor. There'll be 1 or 2 passengers sitting in different parts of the aircraft, and they just look like normal people, but they're carrying a gun. Yeah, and they're there for if anything kicks off. They will just wait until the terrorist is near them, and they'll just gun, bang.
Yeah, the right time.
Straight away, bang. Yeah. So don't fuck around on aircraft. Don't bugger about and scream and shout at the staff, because they'll divert the aircraft, they'll land the aircraft, they'll take you off. You'll be fined tens of thousands of dollars for it. You could go to jail. And the reason is because they don't want to have these secret agents who are on the aircraft actually identifying themselves and having to pull a gun out and say, "Get back in your fucking seat, prick."
Yeah, I opened the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
air marshals.
I've seen some videos where they say, "Oh, this passenger helped tackle this thug to the ground," and it shows a normal person just tackling someone on an aircraft to the ground.
Yeah.
And they say it's a normal person. Who says that's not an undercover police, like you say?
They're
Yeah.
trained. They're trained for it. They train exactly for that procedure. Oh, what's the matter? She's gone out now. She's gutted.
Oh no, you're depriving her of fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
Oh.
Once I get off this stream, it'll be all right. Look, I have got stuff here. She doesn't know about this.
Right. Red areas.
Know what Mick's saying there? Them fuel tablets for the little stoves, camping stoves he's talking about.
I don't really know, to be honest. I don't.
Because I know they've changed them. You're not allowed to use the old camping fuel because they banned them for some reason. But now they brought out like another camping fuel you can use, like another little block that you can use. Yeah, that's it. Yes, Will.
He comes.
I wondered why they I wondered why they banned them. I wondered why they banned them.
Depends. If they got warm and probably explode. The cookers.
No, if you read this comment, you can see the emojis and it tells you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Due to the ingredients, so there you go.
Yeah.
They're illegal to own. Oh
That's mad, that.
Yeah.
Imagine all the preppers with them. Know what I mean? Or people who used to do camping and not been for years and just got loads of stuff in the shed or the garage.
Exactly.
They can get like locked up basically.
Yeah.
It's like what is it? Not even a firearm. It's worse than it. Section 5 firearm.
Yeah, Gaza says Hilti guns can put a nail through RSJ. They can put a nail that long into concrete. Bang.
Yeah.
And not just them, but if you watch Lockpicking Lawyer, he shows you all about something called a ram set.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're fun.
But it does do damage, and there's other ways of doing damage to locks as well without using one of them. But that is a quick way and probably a fun way to have a blast of it, if you know what I mean.
But it does kind of give away that you're there because it goes bang.
Yeah. That's it.
But check out Lockpicking Lawyer. You'll have a giggle. And he just goes, this isn't a really expensive $200 lock. And you just go like this, tap. And it's like, there it is, it's open. It's like tap or shake or wiggle. And it's like, it just falls apart. And it's like, yeah, there's £200 worth of fucking money down the drain.
Have you seen that big padlock he had? I think it's, what was it now? Don't know, it's like £5 in weight or something. It's stupid. And he had a 50 cal gun shooting at it about 50 times and it still didn't open. What was that now? I can't remember what it was. Might have been a Squire, or I know they're not great locks themselves, but this one's was designed to show how good they can actually be. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Since my stroke, I can't remember names like anything me now.
I think getting old now, Will, that's your brain starts deteriorating.
No, that's what the doctor said, but I said, nah, my brain's not rotting away that quick. I think it's down to my stroke having
it can do stuff like that, so it can give you what they call mind fog, brain fog.
Yeah,
because I get it sometimes, but at the moment, since I've been off the gabapentin, like a couple of months now, I'm thinking a little bit better than I used to, because I think that clouded me memory. But I was having memory problems anyway, but not too bad. Like you better not sneak underneath there. I'm watching you, lady. Well, you're a bit screwed then, Tommy boy, because you haven't got a brain. How the hell are you typing that?
Well, they do say if you leave a room full of monkeys and give them a typewriter each, you'll write the, what is it?
They're right, Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Write all the works of Shakespeare, but it might take them a million years, but they will do it.
Yeah.
I know, I hear it too.
Right, Norfolk.
That's one.
All right, mate.
Just got in. Wow. Yeah, must have been busy. Probably exploring.
Cool.
Nothing wrong with that.
No
I'm
snapping.
possessed. That's how he's doing it. His secret's out now.
I thought so.
Yeah, I used to bleach my head with hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, didn't we all?
I look, and the reason I did it is because I wanted to look like what's his name out of Blade Runner.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm out of Blade Runner. That'd be...
You know, he was one of the skin jobs, yeah, and he passed away a little while ago.
Oh shit! No good. It's the devil. Now I'm sorry, but don't believe it.
Give me a crisp. You're welcome. I have one. There it is.
There you go, the wing.
Fuck! She bit my hand off. You bitch.
Harrison Ford. Yeah, it was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Blade Runner.
Yeah.
No, it's what's his name? He's from Sweden or yeah.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Roy Batty was his character. Roy Batty he played.
He rang you and texted you.
I'll look it up now.
That's what I'm doing now, mate.
Thank you.
Probably not the only one. There's probably viewers looking it up at home as well.
Dolph Lundgren.
No, he wasn't in it.
Hauer.
Rutger Hauer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Rutger Hauer. I love him. I mean, I've seen. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
He was a good actor. Because I used to remember him as well. When he used to do the bloody the Guinness adverts way back, and and he didn't even like Guinness.
Hasn't Darth Vader passed away? The voice of Darth Vader, didn't he pass away recently?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, all the good ones are going. How dare they?
I didn't even know it's a fake voice that till a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's a voice over.
I thought everybody knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, because the guy.
But saying that, he only watched the first three and not none of the others.
My mate, Zuti Sharuti from Wales, right? He said to me, I haven't seen any of the Star Wars. I said, what, you haven't seen like 4, 5, and 6? And he was like, nah. And I said, well, yeah, because those are the best ones, because the fucking 1, 2, and 3, and then 6, 7, and 8 is they're rubbish. They're absolute rubbish. And he goes, no, I haven't seen them. And the reason is because he's got narcolepsy. So basically, when he watches a movie, he just falls asleep every 5 minutes. So he's never, ever been able to watch it. He's seen bits of it, but he hasn't seen all of it.
Oh, shit. That's bad.
Hitchhiker. I was going to say, I literally nearly said to Hitchhiker, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a spooky movie, that was, wasn't it? Where it was just like relentless.
Yes. Films like that.
Brilliant.
Definitely.
And I'll tell you something he's really good in is True Blood, the vampire vampire TV series. And he was in that too.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, True Blood. Yeah. Still got a poster of True Blood upstairs.
Next one, yeah. So you can have these now.
Yeah,
You go
must
on.
be getting to the bottom of the bag now.
Yeah. Dog, you can't see anything now. No,
Heads down.
that's it. All you see is body and no head.
Oh,
Yeah.
Heads down, arse up. That's the way we like to fuck.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
Mm.
We're going to call it a night in a few minutes, but there is going to be another live stream, members only, so head yourself over that way.
Yes, Tommy Boy, I've
yeah.
seen that too.
I'm going to have a quick 15, 20 minutes, have a quick chat to my mum and see how she is, and then I'll get the live stream going. And thank you everyone for coming in and having a great time and a chat. And yeah, time's been flying again, so it's cool. Yep.
Yeah, we've had a good night. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, no worries.
The corner of the
You're always welcome.
Down to the dog's got him.
Great 2 Lives crew song.
Yeah, I think that's the head down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck.
Yeah,
Back on.
excellent. Are you coming back on, Will? Yeah, I'll be going members only though. So that's the only thing. Because I've not done one for a couple of weeks now, and
Are you coming
that
on
been well?
in 15 minutes time though? Because you usually make a phone call by this time, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing now. Normally finish at 11, phone my mum and see how things are, and then come on the next one. So give me 15, 20 minutes to set it up, and I'll go live, say about 1:30 or something, then yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
you
nice
can
one.
link then again, can't you?
Yeah, will do.
Kill.
You join in, John, or?
I might do, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
See how I feel. I'm a bit knackered at the moment.
Oh, there we are. Look, Stephen Yank says, anyone gifting members? Well, if you want to be part of the members, you better get in there now. You are welcome to join his membership, which is very reasonably priced, and yeah, be part of the club. Help support the magic.
Also, you see new videos that aren't out on the channel and ones that might not be coming out. And obviously, you get like a little private chat on every 2 weeks. It's supposed to be, but at the moment, it hasn't been. But thank you, all your members, for staying with us. And yeah, and like you say, it's there for you. I'll leave a link up so any member who wants to come up can join us on the panel. So that's another little perk of being a member. Yeah, so good night, everyone. Catch you all soon. Stay safe till next time. Bye.
Bye bye, folks.
Bye.
Thanks.